Kenseth. Cleared by Logano, maybe no! Kenseth takes him out! Logano into the wall! Caution comes out and the crowd roars!
What's going on down here?
I know we had talked about it after what we saw a couple weeks ago. I was the first to say I never expected that to happen out of the 20 car.
Helmets coming off of the crew members of the 20. Joe Logano stuck in the grass. If the 20 of Matt Kenseth can continue, NASCAR has said he will be parked. This is what just took place.
And clearly the 22 is lapping the 20, and 20 obviously intentionally wrecked him. And like what happened the week before was more than 2 weeks before was more than it should have been, and just flat wrecking.
Montoya
Boy, he's struggling.
searching his
Put the
first
pressure on him now. 3 to go.
first oval track win. He won it in Infineon 96 races ago on the road course.
And who
half
do
a
you...
second, and the 99 has turned over Brad Keselowski.
And we have a caution. My
I don't
goodness.
know if I'm okay.
Keselowski was on track for a 6th place finish.
Boy,
And we're told there was contact between Edwards and Keselowski.
And have we seen that somewhere once before?
Talladega last year and early in this race at lap 41.
A little crossover move here by Carl. Clean here, clean here. Just slight contact. Look at that thing go.
That looks so much like Edwards' turnover at Talladega off the bumper of Keselowski.
It really did.
In fact, Keselowski wrecked Edwards over at Memphis.
What you just heard was Bob Osborne telling his driver, Carl Edwards, that NASCAR is parking Edwards for the balance of the race, and he's being called to the NASCAR hauler.
See, this is the fear that NASCAR has to have when they say they're going to let the guys be guys, let their drivers be drivers and take care of things themselves. And this is a fear that they have to have.
He's not doing himself no favor right now going backwards down pit road either. They're not going to like that at all.
Here we go.
All right, we're going back to green flag racing this time.
Oh, no.
Look out, crash on the front straightaway. Clint gets collected. Oh, the 98 and the 99 of Trevor Bayne.
Some hard licks right there.
McCumbee in the 09 also involved.
I'm not sure Clint Boyer didn't spin the tires on that restart.
Either that or could he have missed a gear? I mean, it just did not go like he did on the restart prior.
Oh, man. Casey Kane just a wrong place at the wrong time. Paul Menard, hard lick.
Another hard lick from the 99.
That will give us 22 cars back on the lead lap.
Yeah, Trent Owens with that 32 car, they've done a great job all day to keep that car in contention and to keep adjusting on it. You see some more damage now on the 21.
Well, we're getting
oh my goodness gracious alive.
Denny Hamlin and I think there's some retaliation going on here because we've just gotten word from NASCAR, the 21 who had pulled back out on.
I want you to take it to the trailer.
And he's been told to take it to the trailer. So Clint Boyer retaliates against Denny Hamlin. Let's go back and see if we can see what happens here. There's Hamlin. Here comes Boyer.
Yeah, he's coming out of the pits from where they were working on the car. Makes a hard right here.
Huh.
Show his displeasure with what happened on that last
He saw
restart.
it as intentional.
Sixth caution of the day. Hard crash for 28.
That's J.J. Yaley.
Have an opinion what this might be.
Yaley involved in an incident earlier today when there was contact with the 42 of Brennan Poole. 115 laps down, but is back out and running. You're on board with him here.
The white 8 is slow ahead on the bomb.
It looked about like a replay of what the 28 did to the 42 earlier in the event.
Just in the opposite. Well, this is the one that happened earlier. You see Brennan on the inside, J.J. Yaley in the middle of the straightaway, moves to the left and just turns Brennan into the outside wall. And then we saw just a moment ago what happened. This is really what precipitated. This is that same incident there from the DC Solar onboard.
And then we felt, I mean, that looked uncalled for to us. We didn't see anything prior to that. Now, in Yaley's defense, they're going to bring Brendan Poole to the garage area, to the pit road at least, for a penalty, maybe to the garage area.
And here comes Hornaday for second, trying to take that spot away.
How about that young driver, Ron Hornaday, trying to get by Kyle Busch here? Ooh, close.
Wide into turn 4. That moves Kyle Busch all the way up the racetrack. He has to catch it before he gets to the wall. And Hornaday catches the wall.
Caution's out, caution's out.
Caution is going to come out. Both drivers trying to get by. Looked like the 17 of Timothy Peters. They slid up the racetrack, and now Kyle Busch not happy at all.
It's all good, dude.
And Kyle Busch is going to turn the 33 to the wall. Our championship contender Hornaday in the wall.
Well, Kyle Busch should be parked for this race and maybe the rest of the season for that.
Holy cow, I can't believe he did
Championship
that.
contender Ron Hornaday hard into the wall. Kyle Busch sends him in. Now you see the 18. That's the truck driven by Kyle Busch. NASCAR has said the 18 and Kyle Busch parked for the race, and Kyle Busch and Eric Phillips, you will need to report to the hauler, the NASCAR hauler, at the conclusion of this race.
A 4-car jam session that we've been watching for a lap or two has ended up with Kurt Busch in the wall. In the number 2, he was racing with Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle, and younger brother Kyle.
That was predictable. I mean, these guys were not cutting each other any slack, and they'd been doing it for a number of laps, and it was going to happen sooner or later.
This was coming off turn 4.
Now, Tony had already passed Kurt a couple of times, and he'd passed him back, and this time he just didn't. Kurt tried to come up in front of Tony, and he said, we're not having any part of that.
Yeah, there was not a lot of give and take right there.
Not at all.
Tony Stewart comes to pit road, and then Kurt Busch comes in as they're looking at the damage to Stewart's car. Kurt comes up to offer his opinion.
And guess what? They got the 2-car parked
for the day.
Meet me at the Oval office, please.
Yeah, it's nothing to play around with there with crew members out there that basically have no protection.
That's awesome.
Oh, and there is Sauter. So we just saw Sauter move the 16 of Austin Hill.
I would guess that there probably was some contact that precipitated this.
A payback, possibly. He's running in the 7th position.
You talked about Johnny not finishing in the top 10 the last 3 races, make it 4 events.
We got to go back to the 2015 season, the last time that happened for Johnny Sauter, 4 straight outside the top 10. Well, let's see. We saw Sauter move Hill. Hill repaying the favor and put Sauter in the wall.
Yeah, there's no question that I'm sure Austin Hill didn't like the way that that he got sent down into turn number 1. And this is live.
This is live, so Sauter has just now wrecked Austin Hill. Well, that's not going to go over well.
No, I think they'll park Sauter for that.
Yes, indeed. So here is Sauter coming back to get Hill after Hill had moved Johnny and put Johnny into the wall.
I think
Johnny Sauter's day is done. Yes, he is being sent to the garage. NASCAR said that's enough.
I think the NASCAR hauler will be full of people after this race.
See again, Terry Cook is able to beat Robert Presley with the lap truck down into turn number 1. Matt Crampton has to race with him to get by. Oh, Corey gives around, he goes.
Round he goes, spinning around, and caution will come out again, and that'll be the 11th caution flag. As Gibbs gets the MB&A Chevy, has a flat left front tire, tries to get it refired, and he pulls across the racetrack.
There's Kevin Harvick in the 6th truck. We saw Corey Gibbs get in the back of Kevin Harvick earlier. I'd say that was probably returning the favor short track style right there, Doc.
They don't do that, do they? I mean, if somebody gets hit, you don't pay them back, do you?
No, it's probably all accidental.
It's probably an incidental contact.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's racing. Absolutely. It's a racing incident. Let's see what happened here. Watch the 6, the 20.
Little bit of contact there. A little bit of contact, and around Corey goes.
Yep, might have had some contact there. That'll bring out caution number 11. One more angle as they come off of turn 2. And the 20 goes around. And Ray,
Well, Jerry, Kevin Harvick's on his way to the garage. He's done for the day, not because he's tired of racing, but because NASCAR said you're not going to race anymore. And here's the reason. Not because he spun Coy Gibbs, but because he said on the radio before it happened, I'm going to go get him. So it was definitely intentional. NASCAR heard it on the radio, and they've said, Kevin, you're done for the day.